National Assembly, the opposition is preparing a second impeachment motion on President Yoon, and it looks like the date is set as we have been talking about. Our correspondent Lee Shi-hoo is here in the studio for more. Shi-hoo, what do we know so far?
Yes, so the main opposition Democratic Party just an hour ago announced that it's reintroducing the impeachment motion on President Yoon tomorrow that they plan to put up for a vote this Saturday. As we know, this is the opposition's second attempt at impeaching Yoon following the one last Saturday. As with the last one, the motion seeks to hold President Yoon accountable for violating the Constitution in declaring martial law. But the DP said it's now adding new allegations of the president's active involvement in the planning and execution of the decree. Again, this time the opposition will need at least 200 approvals from 300 lawmakers.
What's the atmosphere within the ruling party?
Right, so we're hearing more about shifts in opinion among members within the ruling People Power Party. Now, this is different from what we saw last Saturday when they decided as a party to opt out of voting. But since their refusal, there's been heavy backlash from the public and the opposition. And more PPP members are now coming out to say they're considering impeaching the president as a viable option. Now, lawmakers An Chol-soo, Kim Ye-ji, and Kim Sang-uk, the only three PPP members who cast votes last week, and a couple more, or at least 5 as of today, have hinted at their determination to vote for impeachment. Lawmaker Kim Sang-uk revealed that he voted against last week, but said that he, along with some additional PPP members, have vowed to vote for this Saturday. Now, meanwhile, the PPP's leadership has shared a roadmap to early retirement of the president, which states plans for an early step down in February or March and a presidential race 2 months afterward.
And along with the investigation by the police and a prosecution, Parliament will begin to launch its own.
That's correct, Jung-min. So the National Assembly Speaker Woo Won-sik announced this morning that the Assembly is launching its own investigation of the government administration. Listen in.
Based on the rights of the National Assembly outlined by the Constitution, we will launch a parliamentary investigation into the unconstitutional emergency declaration of martial law on December 3rd. We must find out the truth about who ordered orders and how it happened.
Woo added that this is the responsibility of the National Assembly and his job is to prevent any further risks to its operations. He asked for support from both the rival parties to begin the process so that the president himself can deliver an open testimony.
And government officials, including Prime Minister Han Duck-soo, were grilled by lawmakers this afternoon. I hear some tough questions were thrown at the cabinet members.
Right, so the rival lawmakers questioned key government officials, mainly the members of the cabinet, who are known to have attended a meeting convened by President Yoon on December 3rd to discuss the imminent martial law declaration beforehand. These included the Prime Minister and Finance Minister Choi Sang-mok, who both testified they disagreed with the plan. Prime Minister Han further apologized for not having prevented the situation. Take a listen.
I made clear my objections, convened the cabinet, and held a meeting to persuade our president, but ultimately failed to do so. I feel deeply sorry, apologetic, and guilty.
Han said he will now work to stabilize the situation. He also faces an investigation by the police on his involvement in the process, which I will keep you posted on throughout.
Our National Assembly correspondent Lee Shi-hoo, thank you.